Join me as I dive into Stoic philosophy and challenge myself to embody the 6 characteristics of a truly wise person. Wisdom is one of those buzzwords that gets tossed around a lot. But what does it really mean to be wise? To the Stoics, wisdom isn't just about being book smart or having a high IQ. Rather, it's about living a life that's in alignment with reason, virtue, and nature. In other words, wisdom is about living a life that's truly fulfilling and meaningful. One of the biggest misconceptions about wisdom is that it only comes with age or experience. We tend to think that the older someone gets, the wiser they must be. But that's not necessarily true. I've met plenty of older folks who are still stuck in their ways and haven't gained an ounce of wisdom. On the other hand, I've met young people who possess a level of wisdom that's truly remarkable. Wisdom isn't about how many years you've been alive. It's about how you've lived those years. Another misconception is that wisdom is just about knowledge or intelligence. But wisdom goes far beyond just knowing things. Wisdom is about applying that knowledge in a way that's beneficial to yourself and others. It's about being able to navigate life's challenges with ease and grace. It's about being able to make good decisions and avoid stupid ones. And finally, it's about being able to cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment, no matter what life throws your way. So, what are the characteristics of a wise person? According to the Stoics, there are 6 key traits that set the wise apart from the rest. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive into each of these characteristics and explore what they mean in real-life terms. The first characteristic of a wise person is self-awareness. This means having a deep understanding of your own strengths, weaknesses, values, and motivations. It means being able to recognize when you're being driven by fear or ego and being able to correct your course when necessary. For example, let's say you're someone who has a tendency to procrastinate. A wise person would recognize this pattern and take steps to overcome it, rather than just letting it hold them back. The second characteristic is emotional regulation. This means being able to manage your emotions in a way that's healthy and productive. It means being able to feel your emotions without getting overwhelmed by them and being able to respond to situations rather than just react to them. For instance, let's say someone cuts you off in traffic. A wise person would be able to feel the anger rising up, but would take a deep breath and choose not to let it take over. The third characteristic is humility. This means recognizing that you don't have all the answers and being willing to learn from others. It means being open to new ideas and perspectives and being willing to admit when you're wrong. For example, let's say you're in a discussion with someone and you realize that you've been wrong about a particular issue. A wise person would be able to swallow their pride and admit their mistake, rather than just digging in their heels. The fourth characteristic is resilience. This means being able to bounce back from setbacks and failures and being able to keep moving forward even when things get tough. It means being able to reframe challenges as opportunities and being able to find the silver lining in every cloud. For instance, let's say you just suffered a major setback in your business or career. A wise person would be able to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and start moving forward again. The fifth characteristic is resourcefulness. This means being able to think on your feet and come up with creative solutions to problems. It means being able to adapt to new situations and being able to find ways to overcome obstacles. For example, let's say you're on a wilderness hike and you get lost. A wise person would be able to use their resourcefulness to find their way back to civilization, rather than just panicking and giving up. The sixth and final characteristic is a sense of purpose. This means having a clear sense of direction and meaning in life. It means being able to see the big picture and being able to make decisions that align with your values and goals. For example, let's say you're feeling unfulfilled in your current job. A wise person would be able to recognize that they need a change and would be able to take steps to create a more fulfilling career or lifestyle. Of all the characteristics we've discussed, I think the one that stands out the most is self-awareness. Without self-awareness, we're just wandering through life without a clue, making the same mistakes over and over again. But with self-awareness, we can begin to see ourselves and the world around us in a new light. We can begin to make positive changes and start living the life we truly want to live. One of the most striking things about the Stoic concept of wisdom is that it's accessible to anyone, regardless of age, background, or experience. These 6 characteristics aren't just for the select few. They're for anyone who's willing to put in the work and make a commitment to living a more fulfilling life. So, I want to hear from you. What do you think are the most important characteristics of a wise person? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our next video on Stoic practices that can help you cultivate wisdom in your own life. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of Stoic philosophy. Please remember to support us by subscribing. Thanks.